Welcome back.
After the death of Trajan in the year 117 AD, Rome stood at the pinnacle of its power. The empire had never been so vast, so mighty, so triumphant. But with so much territory conquered, how could it be held together without collapsing under its own weight? The answer didn't come from another conqueror, but from a thinker, an architect of order, a tireless traveler. His name, Publius Aelius Hadrianus, Hadrian. Born in Italica, in Roman Hispania, Hadrian was a man of letters, of philosophy, and of strategic thought. Trajan adopted him in his final days, perhaps by choice, perhaps through the will of the Empress Plotina. But either way, Hadrian ascended the throne with a vision entirely different from his predecessor. He no longer sought expansion, he sought peace. He aimed to sustain the empire, and to shape it. From the beginning of his reign, Hadrian began drawing the limits of Roman power. He abandoned some of Trajan's recent conquests in Mesopotamia, an act many saw as weakness, but he defended it as wisdom. While his predecessors expanded the borders, Hadrian fortified them, and not just with soldiers, with architecture, ports, aqueducts, and culture. His most iconic legacy was Hadrian's Wall in Britannia, a frontier of stone and vigilance that declared, "Here ends Rome, and beyond lies the unknown." But Hadrian was not a desk-bound emperor. He traveled more than any before him. He journeyed across the provinces, from Gaul to Egypt, from Hispania to Asia Minor. He visited legions, inspected buildings, spoke with governors, debated with philosophers, and worshipped the Greek gods with more devotion than the Roman ones. Rome now had a lover of Athens on the throne, an emperor in Greek robes debating rhetoric and building temples. During his reign, the legendary Villa Adriana in Tivoli was constructed, not merely a palace, but a living encyclopedia of the Roman world. But Hadrian also had a darker side. His relationship with the young Antinous, beautiful, tragic, and obsessive, defined a part of his legacy. When the youth mysteriously died in the Nile, Hadrian deified him. He turned him into a god, into a cult, into statues and legend. Cities, temples, and monuments were dedicated in Antinous's name. At the end of his reign, the peace Hadrian had preserved with cold precision began to break. In Judea, the Bar Kokhba revolt erupted with devastating force. Hadrian responded ruthlessly, cities razed, thousands killed, an entire province punished with fire and exile. It was his bloodiest war, and his most bitter. Hadrian died in the year 138. He had ruled for 21 years. He didn't leave behind a larger empire, but he left behind a stronger one. He wasn't loved by all, but he was respected by many. He adopted Antoninus Pius, ensuring a succession built on political wisdom and balance. Hadrian was the emperor who stopped time, who said enough when everyone else demanded more, who believed Rome's strength lay not only in the sword, but in its culture, its architecture, its order. He was an emperor who understood that sometimes true greatness lies not in advancing, but in enduring.